وده الصعود النهائي.
Thank you so much. Bye. This is different for me, so bear with me. But different is good. Different means something unknown, something that will challenge me, and something that will develop my character. It's in our nature to search for traits that differentiate ourselves from one another, to convince ourselves that we are unique, and we are, and that's amazing. However, all while doing this, we also do as much as we can to find similarities between ourselves too. We seek to relate to each other in order to reassure ourselves that we are part of a community. Most of the time that we do this to such an extent, we blend in with the crowd and become a copy and paste of one another to hide behind an illusion of who we believe we need to be. Subconsciously, we're comfortable this way though. Life is on easy mode. I already became complacent of living my life this way. I was bored of my 9 to 5, which brought me no purpose other than a low income and a bit of social time. I was also bored of the same workout routine in the same gym, eating the same food in order to reach the same protein goal. I was also bored of the same social gatherings in the same pub, with the same people, drinking the same drinks and waking up the next day in the same regret. Ultimately, I was bored of being stagnant. The hardest part isn't accepting this because most people actually do, yet they continue working their job and complaining about the weather and how much they spent on the weekend. The hardest part is actually taking action and breaking the pattern. To break the pattern, you must seek discomfort, and to seek discomfort, you must do something different, as I mentioned at the start. In my case, this looked like saving just enough money to quit my job and solo travel fresh out of school. We often laugh when you hear the phrase, "I found myself travelling," but the truth is, you do. Anyone that has backpacked and ventured into this new form of self-discovery will understand this. Fast forward 3 years and I'm still travelling with my boyfriend that I met in Bali. I'm working online and exploring new cultures. I won't go too deep into travelling as that's not actually the sole message that I wanted to share in this video. I'll cover that another time. I wanted to encourage you to break your pattern that doesn't quite sit right with you, that doesn't fulfill your needs. As cliche as it sounds, we only have one shot at this life in this human body right now, so why not live it to the fullest that you possibly can and be authentically you? Before I carry on, I'm gonna bless you with this little boy's piano playing because honestly, it was the cutest thing ever. I promise you I didn't even get the best parts. It got so intense and we genuinely stood there for like 5 minutes. But anyway, let me first give you some context to these clips before I continue on again. So, my boyfriend and I just arrived in Tokyo after almost 2 months in South Africa. We've been staying in Kichijoji, just on the outskirts. The city centre was definitely too busy for us to stay because we prefer quieter areas. It's been nice being more local and quiet with less tourists. For us, this is living life to the fullest every day. We're so blessed to even be in this position, but let me tell you, I've genuinely worked so hard to get here. From the moment that I solo travelled, this is what I knew that I wanted for myself, so I literally did everything I could to make it a reality. Our first week has been incredible, and every day I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone with new places, food, language, people, and everything else that travelling has to bring. This is my way of breaking the pattern that I fell captive to in the UK. This won't be everybody's solution, but it's how I navigate my life by experiencing to transform these experiences into lessons. Breaking the pattern doesn't have to be spending $1,000 to find yourself in Thailand at 18. There are many ways to break the pattern by pursuing what your heart desires, even if you fear to do so. An example being posting content online. Why waste the opportunity to document this blip in existence and have physical memories to show your grandkids? Now, I'm not saying that in order to break the pattern, you need to become an influencer with brand deals and a following count of 10k. You don't even have to make the videos public. But starting a new project, especially one that you fear to go ahead with, is the best formula for breaking the pattern. The reason I decided to post mine publicly is 1, I was inspired by Araya Amenti, an American creator who posts her authentic thoughts and documents her spiritual growth. And 2, I was scared of my old friends watching me be vulnerable and judging my posts behind my back. But I vividly remember being terrified to make my gym account on Instagram a few years back out of the same fear, but as soon as I did, it was a breath of fresh air. Starting my YouTube channel has been exactly the same. After so much trial and error of attempting to live and work and travel in different places all over the world, I finally found what works for me. I'm at a comfortable point in my life where I can confidently say that I work remotely and I live abroad. Honestly, if I told myself that 2 years ago, I wouldn't believe it. I do the same thing that I would do at home. My morning routine, my training routine, my eating habits. I take all of these with me around the world. See, when I started to get really comfortable with this new life that I created for myself, I had an urge to do something more and something that would keep me uncomfortable. I'd always wanted to post on YouTube, not necessarily with the goal of being a YouTuber, but to document my life for myself and others too. I love to talk, I love to record, I love to edit. I just never thought it was the right time. But at the end of the day, there never is a right time. You're never going to be entirely ready for what's to come when you start something new because you don't know what it will bring. I'm sure if you're watching this, you've contemplated starting a YouTube channel. It's actually more likely that you've planned one out or maybe even filmed a video or two. But have you actually gone through with it? Let's be real, 90% of you haven't. And I was like that too, for years. The beauty of breaking the pattern is that once it's broken and you've taken the first leap, you've already set yourself up for success. Like when I said I started my Instagram and it was a breath of fresh air. That for me was a canon event that led to this. This leap means that you've ridden the fear of judgment and you no longer care for the opinion of others. This feels right for you, so you'll do it. It's as simple as that. And now you've overcome this fear, the world is your oyster. Genuinely, I started my channel still very shy and limited to myself to what I didn't mind people seeing. However, once that first video was uploaded, a weight lifted off my shoulders, like I said. I learned to speak openly in ways I could never do before, and still can't really do it in person, but it's online, so it's fine. Although it may not seem like a big deal for some, for me it has been one of the most monumental steps in the right direction of self-development and self-love. I'm still nowhere near where I want to be in terms with my relationship with myself and the videos that I post, but this is all part of the process. The process that only began because I did something different and broke the pattern. I'm gonna repeat that so many times throughout this video. Editing and uploading a video like this feels even more vulnerable than my typical speaking ones. Why? Because this one took effort. This one I put time into and showed up for. This one, people can look at my 1,000 subscribers and 100 views and laugh. This was fun and I'm past caring now. Do it for yourself at the end of the day. If you enjoy it, do it. If your heart desires, follow it. If your mind wants it, get it. If you have any fear or any doubt, get over it. Don't wait for the perfect moment or else you'll procrastinate yourself silly. One of the journal prompts that I did this morning asked for my favourite quotes, and the one that immediately came to mind is, if not now, then when? To be honest, I can't tell you why this came to mind because I don't even know the last time that I heard it, but alignment is real and here we are using it as I edit this video. I'm literally debating whether to post this as I speak, but it'd be really hypocritical of me after recording this not to. But yeah, this was really different and I'm going to attempt to do one once a week because it's really nice documenting my travels as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed.